Hey, all you mechanical maniacs, how's it going? Hurst Quayzar here. Welcome back to another episode of Barn Bargains and Other Cheap Challenges. I believe after the last episode, I think the only thing we have really left to do on this bad boy is getting the front end all taken care of. So that is what we're going to do today. And this thing will go out front and park out front of my garage for a little bit. I kind of like it. I like the white color scheme on it. So that's what I'm going to end up doing, is just keeping it around for a while. So how's everyone doing? Hope this video is finding you all happy and healthy. Yes, it's been quite the busy week around everywhere. Watched the news and everything else. Been quite busy. For me, not too bad. But I have been looking into other things like the My Garage game has taken quite a few turns over the past couple of days. There was a lot of there was a couple updates that really messed up a few things, and it was quite crazy over there at one point. I have yet, I know I say this all the time, I have yet to download the newest QOL mod update. So there is a new one out there, so I'll have to go over to Nexus Mods and get that latest and greatest going on. I hear there's quite a few things that we can do with it now. One of them being taking parts off junk cars. That's interesting. That's kind of like what we could do in my garage. So it's kind of, I don't know, kind of ripped it off from there. There's probably other games that do the same thing. I just don't know about them. So what have you guys been doing all week? I have been actually kind of chilling, like I said. Watching some of the updates for the games and just kind of looking around, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the channel and what I'd like to see happen. I always wanted to do a stream, just kind of like a chat stream. I don't know if I'm actually wanting to do that though, and that's only because, and it's not because of me or because of you guys. It's because of my internet service. I'm completely wireless, right? I'm completely wireless, and trying to do a stream with wireless can be kind of daunting, especially when my router is on the opposite side of the house. So, thinking about possibly getting a hold of like a repeater or an extender, but still, you can never get the real nice speeds that you get being wired. So, and there's really no way I can be wired. So that's kind of upsetting for me right now. But I'm trying to look into how I can do that. I'm thinking an extender may help my present situation. And believe it or not, when I had this, I'm running this off of a desktop computer, and my desktop computer actually came with an antenna for the Wi-Fi, right? Well, guess what? Hurst didn't do? Hurst didn't attach the Wi-Fi antenna because he didn't need the Wi-Fi antenna at the time. Hurst threw it away. So now I got to figure out if I can. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it that hard to see if I can actually buy just an antenna for my Wi-Fi card. Oh my goodness! Just ridiculous. Thinking about all this stuff, I'm like, I should have kept. Usually I'm kind of a hoarder in that way. I like keeping stuff around. Here up until I don't know. Maybe a couple of years ago, I had tons and tons of cords. You name it, I probably had it. And yeah, I don't have nearly as many as I did before. But yeah, I used to carry all that stuff, and if I needed to, I mean, I had a PlayStation set up. I had actually had a Pioneer receiver set up on a couple of I think it were 701 701 Bose speakers. If you ever seen these, like narrow and tall silver speakers. My son has them now. I don't even know if he uses them, but really nice speakers. But you know, I had all kinds of wires for all that. That's the kind of stuff that I would have all the time, right? So I would need to have wires on hand. Okay. So I always ordered them. Okay, so what I can't fix, inner rod, outer rod, both those, and so let's go ahead and buy up those pieces right now. Now, if you're wondering, I'm not doing any customization of this car. So in these barn bargains, what I do is like I bring them back to life in their original form. If they were, you know, if they come in their yellow and their original color was maroon or something, I paint it back to maroon. I paint it back to its original color. I think, except for this one. This one, let's see here. Oh no, factory color is white, so I left it white. So that's kind of the gist of the barn bargains and other cheap challenges. This is that, you know, you restore it back to its original self. So those things were pretty bad shape. Okay. Get rid of these rubber bushings real quick so I don't have to worry about those. Would put them in a warehouse, but not really. Those are in pretty good shape. I'm going to put those in there. Wheel bearings, couple wheel caps. Okay. Let's go put those in a warehouse. And I've got this warehouse just full of stuff, right? Suspension and brakes, I believe. And we will... suspension. We'll go ahead and put that in there. You never know when I'll need that. Rubber bushing, go ahead and use that. Both the bearings, both the end caps, those will work. Now, what am I looking for? Oh, I gotta buy some brake pads. What I'm looking for is a suspension arm A and a knuckle cover. Okay. So, knuckle A. Yeah, that's gonna be upper suspension. Wait a minute, hang on. There's the rear. What about the front? Ooh, don't tell me I don't have anything. Front axle cover. Take the worst one there. And then we have bottom suspension arm A. I'll take that one. I think those are the two, right? Yeah. So that's out of here. And yeah, that's out of here. So let's go and repair those. Also with barn bargains is you always repair the parts that you can repair. You find and repair the parts. If you don't have the part on hand, you have to go find it, repair it, and then put it on the car. You can't buy it from the catalog. Basically, that's the way it goes. Okay, the shock absorbers and brake pads. The brake pads, yeah, I can't do anything with that. So let's go ahead and get the brake pads. Suspension, I'm going to need to buy both these, those, and that. Because I cannot repair any of that. That means I can dump you out and dump you out. Okay, got both those. All right, now for the wheels, tires, I need 265/35 20s. 265/35. 265, 35, 20s. Double check. 265, 35, 20. Yep. We can sell these. Now we can mount these bad boys up. Alright, so that is going to pretty much finish up our Firebird, man. Our, whatever you want to call it, our Bandit. So yeah, we're going to have to go to the barn, find ourselves another vehicle to take apart and try to restore. Let's see. Alright, I think I've got everything I needed. And take a look here. We're going to need a transmission too. I don't know if I got that. I don't know if I do or not. That's going to be tricky. I might. Should have. Could have. Yeah, the front end pieces are from the TK mod. Notice how the springs are kind of like a brassy red color. That's really cool. Yeah, that one in there. Usually I chrome up all those pieces. Yeah, not this time. We are going for originality, original taste, original color, original horsepower. So you know, when you take this to a car show, it is all original, 100%. You know, nothing aftermarket. And you've seen those cars at car shows, right? Those cars are just completely stock. And sometimes you think, oh man, that's a lousy looking car, because you've seen enough of them that have been they've been modified. You know, they've been chopped, they've been lowered. They've got these big ass tires on them and everything else. And when it comes to a real classic, you have to really appreciate the simplicity of them. Actually, take a look at them. From the fuse box to the battery location to just the wheels and tires and all. Just very, very simple. Gotta appreciate those. I did come across one guy. He had this old, I want to say like a 32 Plymouth or something. That looks like a Model T from across the way. But I was talking to him about it, and there's this. He's like, it's all electric. It was all modified, and you couldn't tell it from the outside, but when you raised the hood on it, you could tell that it's been modified. But he asked me if I could figure out where the battery was for it, and I couldn't. And it was underneath a basket he had sitting in the back seat, the back seat floorboard. I was like, wow, gearbox V8. Gearbox V8, I got one. And a drive shaft. Okay, electronics. Do I have a starter in here? I have one. And that's probably one that I had repaired. I don't need that power steering pump. Power steering pump needs to go back in here because I don't need it. Why was it in electronics anyway? It should be in engines. Go. Alright, we get sell the pads. And I think this will just about do it. Take a look here in a second, I think. Nice overhauled, rebuilt transmission. I don't have a starter V8. I thought I had a... Oh, man. I swear that's what I pulled up, right? Did I dump it out by chance? Did I, delete it? Okay, hang on. swear there was one in there. Yeah. Oh, it's not a V8. I get it. I have nothing there, so let's rename that real quick. Warehouse. Crud. Okay, electronics. Okay. So I do not have a starter V8, so I'll have to find one. Great. The one thing I don't have around here, so I'll have to go looking for one. I think for the most part, though, I think we are done with her, aren't they? 98%. I bet that's the only thing left. Let's take a look here. Ooh, I need a throttle too. So a throttle and a starter. I don't have a throttle and I need a starter. So it looks like we've got to go do some shopping. I can, however, go ahead and fill up these because there's nothing going to stop us from doing any of this. So we'll go ahead and put fluids in it. I'm going to give it a fresh coat of paint. Then we'll go hunting for some parts. So maybe we can find them in a junkyard, but I seriously doubt it. I don't think we will. I'm trying to think of the best way to go about getting it. Do an auction. But it always takes a while. Well, this is what we'll do. We will go to the barn and see if we can find ourselves a car that has a V8 like this. If we get a couple of cars in there, we'll buy one with the V8 like this one, and then we'll restore the other one of whatever it may be. Let's go ahead and give this one a paint job real quick. Go. We are just going to paint it. Oops. We're just going to paint it. Oh, okay. $100 to prep it. And yeah, we're just going to paint it white. Let's see. There are some factory stuff for it, but I'm not going to use any of them, I don't think. Yeah, I think that bird is too big, and I don't like the gold. Yeah. Nope. We are going to go all out. Solid. Metallic white makes it look like it's silver. We're just going to go with the gloss, because that's what it is, right? Okay, gloss. All right, we are going to stick you back. Come on. We're going to stick you back in lifter number 1. And then she's pretty much good to go, right? Let me check my inventory. Nothing there. Nothing up my sleeves. We work on this in the half time. Okay, let's go hit a barn and see what we can find, shall we? All right. One barn. Coming up. All right. I don't think we need a flashlight. Ooh, what do we got right here? A beamer. Bright red beamer. What do we got? A GTS. Ooh. And they want $27,100 for it, so good price for it. Wheels look like they're in good shape. Looks like we have all the pieces for it. The engine might be a different scenario. Not really liking the red wheels on it, but that's all right. Okay, what else we got here? Take a look at some of these. Maybe I can find my starter. I need a V8 starter. That was not a V8 starter. I wish I could just find a starter. That would be great. Charger. Ooh, look at this thing. This thing's a beast. Wow. Does this have all the How the wheels look on this? Oh, okay. We've got. Do we have a throttle on here? Let's see here. We'll use the throttle. Ooh, the throttle's okay. Let's see if the throttle is good shape. Looks like everything's in pretty decent shape on here, so I'm going to guess a yes. There's only a few things that are in bad shape. Does it have a starter on it? It looks like there is a starter on it. So yeah. Everything looking pretty good. I can't tell if the rim is. Let's see how this. All right. Okay. So a few things. I have to replace the exhaust system on it anyway. So yeah, not too shabby, I don't think. What are you? 111,000 miles? And ooh, look at the price tag on that. Ouch. That is going to hurt the budget. That's going to hurt the budget. I'm going to have to go searching for other cars for it. But what I can do is I can. Ooh, what do we have here? I can strip it. Oh, this one's got. Uh-oh, hang on. You have a starter? Doesn't look like you have a starter. You don't have a starter, but you do have a throttle. Okay, what is the price tag on this bad boy? This I might be able to I'll just turn this for a profit. 35 for 27. Nope. So I can't even turn it for a profit. That's fine. So what I think I'm going to do is buy the Charger over here. Charger is a little overpriced, but it's a wide body. It looks really cool. It looks like something we can stick around, stick out in the front of the shop, gain some attention. Let's see here. What am I looking at? It is a factory color yellow. Oh my God, that's going to be bright. Brightly colored yellow car. Yeah, I think carbon fiber. I'm thinking, yeah, I have, it looks like for the most part, all the body parts are there. Yeah, I'm going to buy this one. So, cha-ching. Very expensive price. But, yeah. We're taking it to the garage. Now, what we're going to end up doing is, let's see if there's anything in here. What we're going to end up doing is taking the throttle and the starter off of it and using it on our bird. And then we'll figure out the throttle and the other stuff later at another time. All right, let's hit the garage. Alrighty, let's take a look at our prized possession out here. Let's pop the hood on this. First and foremost, let's go ahead and... Ooh, that throttle looks good. That throttle does look good. The starter looks like it's in decent shape, too. I can get it from up here. Nice. Alright. So, with that in mind, let me go repair these items. Yeah, so I'm robbing Peter, basically, to pay Paul. Basically, that's what I just did. But I'll head out to the junkyard. You guys don't want to head out to the junkyard with me and try to find these pieces anyway. So, you know, it's all right. It's okay. It's cool. And, oh, man, this is beautiful. This actually worked out very, very well. Okay, so now you should be 100%. Wait a minute. Parts 99. Oh, my gosh. What am I missing now? Okay, what am I missing? A medium intercooler. Crap. A medium intercooler. Do I have one? Bet I have one on this. I have to take it off there. Medium intercooler, huh? Small L. No. I got a large, and I've got Crap. Okay. All right. Do you have a medium intercooler by chance? No, you do not. I'm surprised you don't have a medium intercooler. Okay, so let's see. How can I see what you got? I don't think you've got. I think you've got small intercoolers on you. Yeah. Yeah, you've got the small intercoolers on either side of it. You don't have. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, you don't have it. Dang. All right, so I am still SOL for an intercooler. Okay, I'm going to find that as well. All right, let's go ahead and take this bad boy out back, give her a bath, and see what she looks like without all the dust on her from the barn. Wow, look at that. That's a beauty right there. Yeah, this should not be too bad. Look at all the carbon fiber on it. This is going to be just awesome. This is a nice barn find, definitely, for sure. Okay, so I bought it for. I'm still 11 grand in the hole. Because I can only sell for 51 and I bought it for 63. Yikes. 11 grand in the hole on this thing. Okay. All right, so we are going to sit you out front. Let's go ahead and sit you. Sit you right there. There we go. So that's another barn find that we're going to actually do something with. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about all the time I have right now because now I need to find an intercooler, a medium intercooler for this. So that's going to be interesting to try to find because I've got to find cars that actually have one on it, and then I've got to find cars that actually have one on it, installed on it, that actually look like I can repair it. So this is going to, I'm going to have to deal with a lot of auctions, I think, to get what I'm looking for. So in the meantime, you guys take care. I will talk to you all later. And thanks for hanging with me. Certainly appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up down there if you feel like it. Then please share the videos and leave a comment down below. Until next time, this is Quayzar saying goodnight, everyone. And I'm out.